Aloha, friends, and welcome back to the Radiate Health and Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, Christine D. Ross, and I'm excited to embark on this transformative journey with you once again. Since my last podcast, I think I have released a little bit of fear doing this, and hopefully you'll find me slightly more relaxed in doing this podcast today. In my last podcast, I opened up about two big significant wake-up calls in my life: my brother's tragic suicide and my healing experience with cancer. These experiences awakened me to growth and changes that propelled me on my journey of self-discovery and transformation. Now, as I continue on my mission to be a messenger of prevention and empowerment, I want to turn the spotlight onto you. Yes, you sitting there listening to this podcast right now. In today's episode, we're going to explore a topic that's near and dear to me: wake-up calls. You see, life has a way of shaking us awake, of nudging us towards change and transformation when we least expect it. Whether it's a sudden loss, a health scare, or a major life event, these wake-up calls have the power to shift our perspective, realign our priorities, and propel us toward a path of growth and self-discovery. So grab a cozy blanket, pour yourself a cup of tea, and let's dive into this insightful conversation together. Wow, the power of wake-up calls. To truly understand the impact of wake-up calls, we first need to acknowledge their power. These moments of clarity, however painful or unexpected they may be, they have a way of snapping us out of autopilot and forcing us to confront the realities of our lives. They serve as wake-up calls to the present moment, urging us to pay attention, to listen, and to act with intention. As I shared on my last podcast, for me, one of the most profound wake-up calls in my life came from the form of my brother's suicide. His untimely death forced me to confront the fragility of life, the importance of mental health, and the power of compassion and forgiveness. It was a wake-up call that propelled me toward my mission of creating spaces of love, healing, and empowerment. And then there's my own battle with cancer. And talk about a wake-up call. It made me rethink everything from what I eat, how I take care of myself, you name it. I had to rethink everything about the way that I was living life. But you know what? Cancer showed me purpose. Purpose to inspire others to live healthier, happier lives. So it's about taking charge of our well-being, just one step at a time. It's a reminder of the power of wake-up calls. The moments in life that shake us to our core and demand our attention. Whether it's a health scare, a relationship crisis, a professional setback, these wake-up calls have the potential to be catalysts for profound change. And wake-up calls are not always obvious. Perhaps my brother encountered his own wake-up call. Maybe it was hidden in the shadows of dark depression and haunting thoughts of suicide. It's a sobering realization that some wake-up calls manifest in their depths of despair, disguised as overwhelming emotions and feelings of hopelessness. If you find yourself in the grip of such darkness, please trust that this is your wake-up call. a call to take action, to reach out however that looks for you, to pick up that phone, call the depression hotline, talk to a trusted friend, find a mental health professional to assist you in this. But please do not wait until life feels completely out of reach. Take that first step toward healing and reclaim your sense of hope and purpose. Trust it's not too late to turn things around. So here's the thing. Recognizing a wake-up call is only the first step. The real magic happens when we have the courage to look at it head on, acknowledge the need for change, and take action to create a better life for ourselves. Now, unfortunately, my brother's addiction spiraled out of control, and he must have felt trapped with no way out except through the ultimate act of, well, desperation. It's a heartbreaking reminder of the importance of confronting our wake-up calls with honesty, bravery, and a willingness to change before the things holding you back spin out of control. And so in this podcast, I invite you to reflect on your own life. What wake-up calls have you experienced? And how have you responded to them? What changes are you inspired to make moving forward? Remember, it's never too late to create a better life for yourself. By embracing your wake-up calls and taking action, you have the power to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. And I know embracing change, it is so much easier said than done. When faced with a wake-up call, we're often confronted with a choice. Do we resist change and cling to the familiar? Or do we embrace the unknown and allow ourselves to grow? It's a question that requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to let go of old patterns and beliefs. In my own journey, the wake-up call of my cancer diagnosis forced me to confront my health and well-being in a way that, I had never had before. It was a stark reminder of my mortality and a call to action to prioritize self-care, nourishment, and holistic healing. And through this experience, I discovered a newfound sense of resilience, a new gratitude that I had for each living day, and a purpose, a transformation that really continues to unfold with each passing day, and having more and more gratitude for the simplest things in life, from the ground that I walk on, the food that I harvest and eat, to my children and my husband and just every creature, being, everything, just such gratitude for everything that's here that I enjoy. And that brings me to just finding meaning in these wake-up calls. Perhaps the most profound aspect of wake-up calls is the opportunity they provide for us to find meaning in our experiences. Just a chance to uncover the deeper lessons and truths that lie beneath the surface. It's a journey of self-discovery, reflection, and growth. A journey that invites us to embrace our vulnerabilities, to reclaim our power, and live with purpose and intention. Now, I invite you to think back to a moment in your life when you experienced a significant wake-up call. Perhaps it was a health scare, a career setback, or a relationship breakdown. Just take a moment to recall the catalyst for this moment and how it changed your life. I challenge you to explore the emotions you experienced during this wake-up call. Were you feeling fear, sadness, frustration, or perhaps relief? What do these emotions tell you about your current circumstances and your deepest desires? Take a moment to reflect on how you responded to your wake-up call. Did you push back against the change? Or did you welcome it with open arms? What factors played into your reaction, and how have they affected the path you've taken since then? Take stock of how you've grown and evolved since experiencing this wake-up call. What lessons have you learned along the way? How have these experiences shaped your beliefs, values, and, well, who you are right now today? How has it influenced your relationships, career, health, really your overall well-being? What ways has it aligned with your sense of purpose or direction in life? Imagine the future you desire to create in light of your wake-up call. What changes do you want to make moving forward? What steps can you take to honor your growth, cultivate resilience, live authentically, and really be your true self? I invite you to take your time this week reflecting on your wake-up calls. Put pen to paper and journal your thoughts and engage in self-reflection as you embark on your own journey of personal growth and transformation. And as you navigate the wake-up calls in your life, it's important to remember that, friend, you are not alone. You have my support, as well as support from loved ones, mentors, and communities to guide you along the way. There are so many people that you know, don't know, perhaps people that you see and don't see, that are there to support you on your path. And while the path may be uncertain and the challenge is daunting, know that you have the strength, the resilience, and wisdom to overcome whatever obstacles may come your way. So I just want to let you know that I appreciate your support in joining me today as we explore the power of wake-up calls. And remember, these moments serve as invitations to embrace change, cultivate resilience, and live authentically. If you're seeking further guidance on uncovering the meaning of wake-up calls and exploring opportunities to dig deeper into discovering your purpose, I invite you to check out my book, Discover the Adventure of You. Within its pages, you'll find valuable insights, practical exercises, and actionable steps to help you navigate your wake-up calls and put your newfound clarity into action. And please check out my website, radiatehealthandwellness.com, to explore my blog posts, find delicious recipes, and get in touch with, well, me. And if you're ready to take the next step toward creating your wellness goals, please reach out by my website. Click on the button Work with Me and schedule a complimentary 30-minute consultation and explore how I can support you on your wellness journey. Mahalo for tuning in today's episode of the Radiate Health and Wellness podcast. If you found this conversation enlightening and empowering, please follow, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends and loved ones. Together, we can spread the message of empowerment, health, and transformation. So until next time, remember to embrace the wake-up calls in your life and always radiate health and wellness from the core of your being.